right, welcome to the very last video of our series, which is determining earned value. And in determining earned value, let's first talk about earned value management. Now, this is a methodology that combines, like I said, scope, schedule, and resource management to assess if the project performance and progress is in line with what we want or is within what we expected. So here, there's a couple of things that we need to know. The first concept is planned value. Planned value is the amount that I plan to spend when I first created the plan. Actual cost is how much I actually spend in each one of the tasks, and therefore I'm going to be comparing what I plan to spend versus what I actually spend. Earned value is basically how much of the project has been completed so far, how much of the task has been completed so far. In other words, how much value have I already generated? Now, earned value has different methodologies, and the project team needs to determine the earned value for each task. Now, once the approach should therefore reflect what situation you have. Once a project task has been completed, then we determine that the whole value has been achieved. And if a task has not started yet, then it has zero value created. But how about tasks that have been started but are not yet completed? In this case, you have a couple of typical approaches. The first one is called the 0-100. The task is currently underway and you register no credit until the task is completed. So only when the task is completed, you add the whole value of the budget into that task. The 50-50 approach says that you put 50% of the value when you start the task and the remaining 50% at the end of the task. And finally, the 30-70 approach is you put 30% of the value when you start the task and you put the remaining 70% at the end of the task. Now, this is to help us understand. In my opinion, the most realistic one is the 30-70, but again, it will depend a lot on the projects. Some tasks you might have, for example, even the 100-0, which means you put 100% of the value the moment you start the task. But in my opinion, the 30-70 is the one that applies to most cases, and therefore it's the one that I use the most to determine value of tasks that have started but not yet completed. So earned value is basically just understanding and calculating how much money has been spent so far on the project, and it is a great tool to report to our managers and clients in order for them to understand what is the percentage of the resources used and how much value we have generated so far in the project. Thank you very much for watching this mini series. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions on the comment section below.